Hey guys, today I wanted to show you my Revenant build, and what's so special about this Revenant build, it basically turns Revenant from a very boring playstyle, in my opinion, to a very fun playstyle that is still able to hold up in Steel Path, up to almost level cap, if not level cap. I never tried level cap, but I had really problems at any level. So you can survive anything and you can basically kill anything, and that's what the special thing about it is. And if you build the weapons in a certain way that I'm going to show you, then you also don't have a problem with the overguard of the enemies. So let's check out that build. Here we have my Revenant Prime. I have 2 arcane shards, 2 red ones in here, and 1 for casting speed. Is that required? No, but it makes life a lot easier. Okay. And basically what we're going to build on Revenant is we're going to build a negative duration ability strength build. And the fun thing is that if you build it that way, what you will be able to play is you will, like, we only built this for 2 abilities basically. We built this for Mesmer Skin to not die, and then we subsumed Pillage over his 4th ability, which means we will be able to strip completely enemy armor in one ability cast. And because we go negative duration, we'll be able to strip their armor for only 47 energy, like 47.5 energy, and it's going to be completely stripped in one single ability use. So what we did is like a hybrid range strength build and negative duration. Okay, we want corrosive projection because corrosive projection is super important to scale with Pillage together, because if you don't have corrosive projection, it gives you the extra 18% armor strip. You would need 400% strength, but since you have the 18% armor strip already, you don't need to get to 100%. You only need to get to 82%. This is exactly how much we get with Pillage. So as long as they're in affinity range and you cast Pillage, you're gonna strip in one single go, and you can use the other mod slots to get the range a little bit up. So then we have the 15 media radius on Pillage and strip in a bigger AoE. Okay, if we don't have that, you need to go to 400% strength with this, which is, I don't even know it's possible, but it's a really, really big pain in the ass. And like this, we can have range and ability strength and a complete armor strip and invulnerability, which is absolutely insane. Good, let's go through this. Power drift for the extra 15%. Precision intensify to get the percentages of Pillage up here. August secrets, extra 20%. Here we have extra 45%. Energy max is extremely important because you will be spamming a lot. You will be spamming a lot. And that trio here, this combination of these 3 mods, and now they're hard to get. I'm not saying this is an easy build, but it's a fun build. Arcane flow for the 150% extra. Arcane energize to never run out of energy. And then Arcane steadfast, because you basically be spamming Pillage like a madman. And so then you get free Pillage costs basically, which is great. Fleeting expertise to get the duration down. Now, why do we want to get the duration down? Because the duration which Pillage, like how Pillage works is you activate the ability, then the radial wave goes out. It stays there for a while. Everybody that comes in range, you drain their shields, and then it comes back. Now, it turns this ability from sort of the semi-double cast ability that you need to activate twice in order to cast it. It turns it to a single cast. Because basically now what it does is you hit it, the wave goes out, it comes back immediately, like in 0.35 seconds, and you get all the shields immediately and you strip the armor immediately. This is why you can build negative duration builds on Hildren, but I find the negative duration build on any other frame using Pillage is way more fun. Okay, now we have Mesmer Shield in here. This is a must in order for Revenant to survive, of course. Overextend for the extra ability range. Now we sacrifice strength for that, but that is alright, because we build it in such a way that it works. We have more ability strength, and then we have a little bit of efficiency and duration. Good. Let's go to our primary. It doesn't really matter what you have on the primary, if I'm being honest, but the way I like to play it is you could have primary dexterity in here if you want to play only melee. This works too, I did that as well. But what you want to have is you want to have viral and you want to have heat, okay? And if you do it these 2 ways, the second you strip the enemy armor, what you'll be able to do, you'll be able to build viral stacks and heat stacks and just simply like very fast kill the enemy. This is a very good combination, viral and heat, and especially if the enemy doesn't have any armor, this works perfect. Okay, so this is what you want to have. This is my build. Basically goes status, not really crit, lots of status, and the incarnate form of the Breton has AoE fire damage, but it doesn't really matter. As long as you have viral and heat, you can use any weapon. My secondary I only use as a stat stick, so I only have secondary dexterity. I never really use this, or like barely. But when I use it, that might be actually a lie. Hold up a second. When I use it, I have it as a primer in here. Okay, I have it as a primer because that works great with my melee weapon, where I have melee influence, viral, and electricity in the dual I-core, because of the passive where you can get like these toxin clouds with it, which is kind of cool. Any weapon works really. So again, I try to build viral with all of these weapons, and then some form of damage over time. Dual I-core have the toxin damage, which is why you don't have anything else in here except the electricity that I try to use to spread viral to all of the enemies. So that's kind of what I'm building here. A little bit of crit, damage. As I said, like the weapons don't really matter as long as you can get some viral on there. Okay, because usually what I picked with Revenant is I picked the Nourish Subsume to apply viral. But now I have pillars, so I strip the armor. I still want to apply viral because it's simply easier to kill the enemies, right? And so that's why we need to put viral then on our weapons. So let's try this out. Let's go solo. Let's go to the void. Let's go MOT. Or MOT. Let's go MOT. And what you'll be able to see, like the playstyle changes significantly. It's way more fun. It's way more fast paced, I guess. So we go in.
Enemy is more powerful than before.
Only with true. Good. We come in here.
No arsenal will use.
We activate this. Good. Now,
shut down all systems.
We activate our Mesmer skin.
Capsules your way.
Here we go. Look at the enemies. Boom. One ability cast completely stripped. Activate my Incarnate. Look, we come here. Oh, they are already stripped armor. Let me show you this again. They have armor. I activated. Oh, I don't have any armor. Good. So now here comes the tricky part with that build, right? You wanna be able to kill a couple of mobs at least to get the energy, and then you can do no problem. Look, everything is dying somehow. Everything is dying. Boom. Again. Boom. No armor. If they have red health bar, no armor. No armor. No armor anymore. Again. Boom. No armor. That Mesmer skin. And the funny thing is, like, look, all of these with armor. No armor. None of them have armor.
Life support on the way.
It's crazy. What? This guy has armor? No armor. So this is what's so funny about this, because you can basically scale this indefinitely, right? You can take this to any level, and it still be viable. Because if the enemies don't have any armor, the way enemies scale with the power ranking is pretty linear, but because the armor also scales linearly, the effect of the damage reduction goes up to 90%, which used to be a lot more, but it's still not easy to kill enemies at higher levels because they have a lot of armor and they deal lots of damage. Again, Mesmer Spring activated. Activated here, also pillage, again, and everything dies. Keep in mind this is Steel Path, right? This is Steel Path and everything dies. No problem whatsoever. Activate my Mesmer skin.
Is making progress. This will help our cause.
So even now that I stayed a little bit in this mission, it works no problem whatsoever. I wish I recorded me killing the stalker, but it's 5 minutes. I didn't die. Did I show that I didn't die? Yeah, I didn't die. And I killed the stalker. I forgot to record that, but It still works though. So armor stripped. The only challenging thing would be in this mission is to kill, to get the overguard down. But if you build it in such a way that you have more heat damage than viral damage, then you will proc more heat procs than viral procs, which would be actually preferred. And if you do that, then you will be able to get the overguard down easier. Because right now what's happening is you don't have really many heat inherit procs, so the overguard goes down a little bit like slower. But if you manage to have a little bit more heat damage than viral damage,
Exist to strike.
then you'll be able to get the overguard down faster. You strip the armor, you survive indefinitely, and that's basically it.
Critical
If you like this, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.
option.